Hey guys, Ben Bucks here, and this is the first episode of my new YouTube channel. I decided to make a YouTube channel all because of my recent purchase. I bought my dream car, a Mustang GT.
I'd rather see it through again than keep you waiting and watch you fade. I'd rather draw it out again than keep erasing. Let's start creating. Let's start.
So I wanted to make this first episode about what's it like daily driving the Mustang GT. And to really sum it up real quick, it's a great daily driver. It's very practical, it's fun to drive, it's got great looks, but keep in mind, it's not a practical car for everyone. What I mean by that is, it's practical for me, but with someone who needs to, lug a lot of stuff around, have to drive people around a lot, especially if you have kids. If you have a long commute to work, a Mustang GT maybe isn't the car for you. With the 5-liter Coyote V8, you don't get that great gas mileage. For a coupe, you do get a decent amount of cargo space. The trunk's pretty big. The back seats are kind of just for throwing stuff in the back. They're not really for driving around people. It's way too small. The only people you're going to be able to fit back there are kids. And this one has really cool features. This is a GT Premium. It's got backup sensors, heated leather seats, which are great looking. I really love them. They're so comfortable. You think sports cars, you think Mustangs, you think uncomfortable ride. It's really not, even with the live rear axle. This is a very comfortable car, very cool, very nice cruiser. Another cool feature of this car is when it gets dark out, it has great ambient lighting, not just in the car interior, but also in the dash. Your gauges light up to a lot of different kind of colors. It's really cool. It's a nice touch that Ford did on the Mustang. I think they definitely still do it, and I think they've been doing this for a while, at least this whole decade. They've been doing it. It's a really nice touch. If you had to ask me what my favorite thing about this car is, easily the power and the sound. That V8 is just so powerful, so much fun, and I was on the fence of whether buying, a newer Mustang with a 4-cylinder or V6, or another 2012 Mustang but with a V6. But when I thought about it, the reason why the Mustang's a Mustang is because of the power that it can offer you. And starting in 2011, with both the V8 and the V6, it got a huge power boost when it came to horsepower. Even with the smaller engines, they make at least 300 horsepower, which is impressive and was never really done before until that time. If I was still driving an hour and a half every day to work like I was last year, I probably wouldn't buy this car. Would I buy a Mustang? Maybe, but not with a V8. I'd probably buy one with a V6, because when I check my MPGs on this car, I always get around 18, which is not good. I know with the V6 or the EcoBoost 4-cylinder, I know you can get around 30 on the highway, which is, much better than this. And if you don't really care about, horsepower and you want to save some money, but you still want the Mustang and the Mustang look, because it's a cool car, and it is, just go with the EcoBoost or the V6. My problem with the newer Mustangs, they look great, but when I drove an EcoBoost, I felt like the hood, like the front end of the car, was way too long, and it was like kind of obstructing my view. And with these 2011 through 2014 Mustangs, I can see the hood, but it doesn't bother me because it kind of curves down, and I just felt like the new Mustang, the front end is long and it doesn't curve down, it just like shoots out, and it kind of is in your way when you're driving. I didn't like that. Also, you know, with this generation of Mustangs, I just really like the classic look to it. I love how the new ones look, but this is like just classic muscle car. I bought this car not just because it's my favorite car of all time, it's just because it's a great deal as well. This is a 2012 Mustang GT Premium, and I got it actually off of Carvana, and it's a one owner, 60,000 miles, no accidents. It's a GT, so it's got the 5-liter Coyote V8 making about 412 horsepower, which is crazy. I think it does 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. And after taxes and fees, I got it right at 20K, and I think that's a pretty fair deal for a car like this. I mean, the truth is, when you're driving this around, you're pretty much driving the fastest car on the road wherever you go. I mean, yeah, you know, as years go by, more and more cars have more and more power, but this is way faster, way more power than your typical compact or economy car. So the cons of this car are few. There's a lot of pros, but there are cons, just like any other car. This is a heavy car, especially with the V8 up front. This is a heavy car, so when you're going around turns, I usually take it on the slower side, especially since it's rear-wheel drive. It's just not a turner. It's just a classic, you know, muscle car that's just meant to go fast in a straight line. And I have no problem with that. But if you're looking for a car that's good with turns, it's not bad, but compared to other sports cars that can do it, you know, it's heavy, so it's not going to be best when you turn. Alright, so I have some room up front, and no one's around me, so let's see what this baby can do. Let's drop it down. Puts a smile on my face every time. Yeah, I didn't time it, but that went to 60 miles an hour so quick. You don't even realize it sometimes, but before you know it, you can be going 80 and you're just like, how the hell did that happen? This is just a fast car, man. I love it. Give it an A-. I know I said the ride is comfortable and nice, and it is, but before 2015, all Mustangs had the solid rear axle, and when you're on a bumpy road, you feel it. I'm not gonna lie, you feel it. Do the leather seats help? I think so. If you're looking for a cool sports car that everyone's gonna know, that's the best bang for your buck, the 2011 through 2014 Mustang is hard to beat. It's just great, and I would recommend this car to anybody. I've always loved Mustangs. Ever since I was a kid, when I was like 8, even before I really got into cars, I would see this on the road, like Mustangs, and I'd just be like, why doesn't everyone drive that car? That car is awesome. Mustang is pretty much the car that helped me get into car culture. And so when I was looking at a car to get, I was not only looking at this car, I was looking at Challengers too. I really do like the Challenger. But at the end, I was like, you know, Mustang with a V8, that's why I love cars. So I had to get it, and I do not regret it at all. So what you can expect out of this channel is kind of bringing you guys along the ownership of this car, kind of showing you all the quirks and features, kind of what I do with the car. I am planning on doing some mods in the future, so pretty much, you know, whatever I do with the car, you'll be seeing it. And if you guys have any questions or suggestions for future content, you know, you guys want to see me do something with the car, or you have, you know, you want to know something about it, or, you know, just sport car ownership in general, leave a comment below, and I'm definitely open to like pretty much anything for this channel. So thank you guys for watching. I'm Ben Bucks. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.